Hello everyone. Welcome to another stream today. Welcome. Come on in. Take a load off, kick your shoes off, get comfy, grab a snack. We're gonna play some Dream Daddy today. It is Visual Novel Friday. My favorite day of the week, Friday, of course, for visual novels. We're gonna have some fun playing with some dads today and getting some dad tips. First, if you don't know who I am, hi, my name is Princess Evelyn. I'm a streamer here on Twitch. I post almost everything I do here on the channel. It all goes on to youtube.com/@princessevillanvods. EVILLAN is how you spell Evelyn. Go check out the VODs channel. There's quite a few videos on there if you're looking to get caught up with Dream Daddy, Hi-Fi Rush, Spyro. We played Midnight Witch a couple weeks ago for Visual Novel Friday. We also played Highway Blossoms as a visual novel. That was super fun. That's on the channel as well. So I'd go check that out if you're interested. And if you're watching this in the future and you're on the VODs channel, hi, come join us on the Twitch channel, twitch.tv/princessevillan. I stream every Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, same time, 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. That's my time zone, so that's what I go by, is 5 o'clock. I don't know what it is in other time zones, but I think if you go to my channel and look at the schedule, I think it auto corrects the time, so you'll be able to see what it is in your time zone. But yeah, come join us on the Twitch channel. We have a lot of fun. I love chatting with you guys and seeing what you have to say as I go through these video games. There's always some helpful insights that I get from just being outside the echo chamber. Yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. Check out the two channels if you're interested. Follow if you're interested. Subscribe if you're interested. Yeah. Anyways, let's jump to Dream Daddy. Transition over. Here we go. I'm gonna... there we go. Daddy. We're gonna continue. We're gonna live this one. We're on Dad Bug. We were gonna pick our next dad to go see.
You've got dads.
We do have dads. So Eve's already seen Joseph. We have one heart with him. I don't know what these mean though. Back. Let's see. We have one with Hugo as well. We don't have any for Damien. We don't have any for Robert. Any for Brian. Any for Matt. And none for Craig. Okay. So the only two we have hearts with are Joseph and Hugo. I want to try to get a heart with Damien. I'm interested in what's going on with him and his son. Plus he's very gothy, which I like. I really enjoy. So, but you never leave home without an upside down cross. That's just, it's just a cross. You can have it upside down or right side up. It's still a cross. The music drums to the beat of our hearts. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. Okay, I want to message him. I still want to know what's going on with Joseph and his family as well, but we're going to take a break from Joseph and do some Damien stuff. I think that'd be good. Last time we caught Hugo's son trying to buy e-liquid. He was trying to vape stuff. Yeah, dad tip number 77, don't smoke. Damien seemed really interesting. A little odd, but interesting. I think I should hang out with him to get to know him a little better. I navigate to Damien's dad book page and type out a message. Hey dude, you seem cool. We should hang out sometime. I sit there for a minute before I see that Damien's typing. But then he keeps typing. And typing. Man, is this guy writing a novel? I leave the computer to make some coffee. And he's still typing. I sip my coffee and the computer finally dings. Evelyn. I must oh my god. I must confess my excitement to be receiving your kind letter, for, as you see, I do find myself available to enjoy your company. I must ask for your forgiveness, however, as I believe our first meeting did not paint me in a gentlemanly manner as I would have liked. Wow. I would be highly flattered to enjoy your company at my residence for an afternoon tea and a stroll around my garden, should it please you. Till then, adieu. Yours humbled, Deep Blood March. I stare at the screen and reread the letters several more times. Hey, Amanda? Can you help me with something?
Ugh.
Dad, for the last time, I'm not popping your back pimples. No. Can you interpret this for me?
Eh?
I turned the computer to Amanda and she squints at Damien's message. I just don't understand NetSpeak. Like, is this how you kids communicate with each other now? Oh, totally. This is the hot new thing. See, Dad, kids got over saying lol and lamau or whatever and decided that what they needed to do was bring it back to the 1800s. So what do I do? Here's your pen and quill. Wait. Did you forget to unpack the pen and quill? Dad, how will we address the nobleman in regards to your upcoming debutante ball? I mean, what are you talking about? Debutante ball? I think we're a little old for that. Okay, now I know you're messing with me. Father, without a proper chaperone, you'll never end up with a suitor worthy of our land. Or our dowry. Or... So you read Pride and Prejudice for school one time, and now you're reciting things you know about it back to me, aren't you? Like the first 5 pages, then I read a review of the movie. Still got a B, though. That's great. So what do I say to Damien? I got this. Amanda reaches over me and types on the keyboard. Sure thing, dude. Regards.
Yes.
Evelyn. Amanda hits send and sends me a smile. Well, I suppose that's that. Whoa, Damien's house is a little foreboding. It's perfect. I want to be one of those houses that, like, kids dare each other to go up to touch the fence, you know? I want it to be a spooky house. Spooky ghost house. I make the short walk over to Damien's house. Well, I guess you can't really call it a house. It's more of a manor, estate. The Gothic architecture looms above the other homes in the cul-de-sac. Walk past a couple gargoyles guarding the front door and look around for a doorbell. There doesn't seem to be one. No, there's a knocker. I pull the large, ornately carved bat's head door knocker back, and a hollow sound echoes throughout the house as I strike it against the door. I wait several moments before the door slowly creaks open. It's a little creepy, but I enter the home and take a few steps into the foyer, noting the oil portraits of who I assume are dead relatives hanging on the wall. As I'm admiring them, the front door slams shut behind me. Look at all these pastries. And these bones. Oh, it's so pretty. I love these oil paintings they did. This dog looks hilarious. Why are they all in purple, though? Hello? Silence. An oil lamp in the corner flickers dimly, casting ominous shadows against the wall. Why do I feel like all the people in these paintings are staring straight at me? Why is it so cold in here? Where's Damien? Evelyn, pleasure to have you in my home. I look up and see Damien standing at the top of a majestic staircase with a walking candle holder. Wasn't the door slamming shut? Oh, sorry, there was a draft. And the door creaking open when I knocked?
Oh.
I accidentally left the door unlocked. And the creepy oil paintings? I like oil paintings. Right. Right. Please, let me show you around. Okay. Damien leads me around his house, showcasing his parlor, sitting room, auxiliary sitting room, and the parlor again for some reason.
How delightful.
This is one of the older homes on the block, yes, but nowhere near as old as the architecture might suggest.
Oh,
Through extensive renovations, I've been able to craft a residence that is both historically accurate to the Victorian period and equipped with the amenities of any modern dwelling. We walk past a door covered in bumper stickers, caution tape, and a black parade poster. Did they just listen to My Chemical Romance in the Victorian era? That's my son's room. You know how the rebellious teenage years are. Onward, onward, there's more to see.
Ah.
We reach a door at the end of the hall that Damien opens with a flourish.
Ah.
And this is the library. Ooh. What a cute room. Sunlight streams from floor to ceiling, arched windows. The walls are lined with packed bookshelves, and even more books are scattered over the period-appropriate furniture. Damien is clearly really proud of this room. Let's look at the butterflies. I walk up to the glass display of pinned bugs on the wall. It's pretty impressive. Nice bugs. I pinned them all myself. Maybe I could show you how sometime. I'm concerned I would stick the pin right through my finger. Same. The pinner's gambit. Is that a thing? No. Pick up a book. You know, Evelyn, in the Victorian era, there was some controversy surrounding reading. Many people thought the more tawdry novels would encourage youths into a life of crime and would cause too much of a distraction from work and school. Interesting. That sounds familiar. I pull out a book at random and examine the worn cover. Opening it, I return to a random page and read aloud. Naruto struggled against the chains that Sasuke had bound him with. Shirtless and out of breath, he looked up at Sasuke. Sasuke smirked, unbuttoning his ninja pants. Oh no. Okay, I think that's enough. Damien snaps the book shut and puts it back on the shelf. That's a rare book for my private collection. Your fan service? Look out the window. I walk to the window and am greeted by a beautiful view of Damien's backyard. It showcases a beautiful view of the rest of the cul-de-sac. Hey, I can see Craig on his lawn. He's doing push-ups with his daughters on his back. Damn. He sees me and waves happily, doing some push-ups with one hand now. Damn. Did you know the Victorians spend at least 20 hours a week gazing longingly out of full-length windows? Wait, really? No, but Victorians did appreciate telling a good joke. Please, will you join me for tea? I follow Damien to his sitting room where finger foods have already been set upon a beautiful tiered silver tray. I take a seat on one of the high-backed chairs as Damien pours and serves me some tea. I can't believe we're having a high tea. I never thought I'd get to do this. Damien smiles to himself. Wait.
Oh.
It's a common misconception that high tea refers to the wealthy class of the people enjoying it, when in fact the high refers to both the later time of the day that the working class had to enjoy tea and the height of the tables on which they were served. Oh. My dear friend, we're currently enjoying afternoon tea. That's informative. Damien takes a seat next to me and serves me a tiny sandwich. Your home is really impressive. I like your cape. I do like your cape. Your home is also very impressive, but I like your cape. I want to ask all of these. I like your cape. It's a cloak, actually, but thank you. Victorian fashion is very important to me. You pull it off quite well. Oh, thank you. Regardless of my historical leanings, it's very important to me to present myself well. It has taken a long time to come up with a style that's both true to form and representative of myself, but I'm very happy with how I dress. I do get some strange looks, yes, but that's something that brings me a great deal of joy, so I don't mind. Be able to wake up in the morning, pick from my closet a variety of cloaks, waistcoats, top hats, and even binders that are period appropriate feels amazing. You wear top hats? You don't? What got you so interested in goth stuff? Well, when I was a young boy, my father... Did he take you into the city? Oh, shut up. Shut up. Sorry? Ha, did you guys see a marching band? I'm afraid I don't understand. You're serious? Of course. But it's, you know, the song. Amanda made me listen to it. Seriously? I'd love to see a marching band. I would too. Nevertheless, I've always had a love for art, history, and fashion. What started off as a small hobby of collecting taxidermied animals grew into sort of an obsession. It's a privilege to be able to appreciate the lives and culture of those who came before us, I think. Interesting. Why not go all the way? I like not dying when I catch a cold. He takes a sip of tea. I can acknowledge that there are many very terrible things about the Victorian era, and to try to live a life that strictly aligns with those ideals would be admittedly horrid. But I think it takes a critical mind to truly appreciate something to the fullest, be cognizant of its flaws, and love it all the same. Tell me, Evelyn, do you have any hobbies? Oh man, I do, but I don't know if I care about anything the way you care about this stuff. Well, I'd love to hear about your interests. Hearing someone talk about the things they're passionate about is intriguing, and quite honestly, rather attractive. I agree with that, Damien. We're kind of rubbing elbows here. Interesting. Please, do tell me about your hobbies. Quick, sound sophisticated. Let's see. I learned how to juggle once. I like watching soap making videos on the internet. Those are cool. Yeah, those are cool. Soap is an important advancement in modern society, getting rid of germs and stuff. I would say that people who make soap are the true heroes here. To watch them work is an honor. I tried making some with Amanda once, and we both had to go to the doctor for the rashes, which I guess goes to show that we should leave it to the professionals. We can finish our tea and finger sandwiches. Come, I have one more thing to show you. Damien takes me around the back of his home where a variety of flowers flourish in beautifully landscaped rows. A small stone path weaves through it and butterflies flit lazily throughout the air. This is so pretty. I love the messiness in which this is colored. It's just kind of like blotted. I really enjoy this. It's really visually nice to see because it's just mostly colors. And so you get the idea. Like, they drew actual flowers and stuff, but not, like, hyper detailed, I think. It's so pretty. I enjoy this. And I love the leaves up here on the archways. It's really cute. Oh, you guys can't see my mouse. That's okay. My garden. It's beautiful. Thank you. Victorians took flowers and floral arrangements very seriously. You see, it was considered uncouth to discuss personal and romantic relationship in public, so lovers and friends alike would use bouquets to send secret messages to each other. Each flower and plant is a symbol of different feelings. Even more interesting is that one flower could mean different things depending on the other plants it was paired with. One had to be extremely careful, as even the style in which the ribbon was tied around the bouquet affected the message. Damien leans down and plucks a gorgeous bright orange flower off of a vine. Lilium bulbiferum, the orange lily. What do you think this one means? My loins are ablaze. Thou art the tightest. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. 3 cheers for sweet revenge. Did I get it right? The orange lily is actually symbolic of pure hatred. Wow. And that's precisely why floral arrangements are so challenging. What's your favorite type of flower? Snapdragons, honeysuckles, sunflowers. I like snapdragons, but I also like honeysuckles. I grew up with them in my neighborhoods. Snapdragons, honeysuckle. Honeysuckle's kind of country. It's like snapdragons. I like snapdragons. Because they're cute. And you don't do that thing where you squeeze them so it looks like they're talking. What a lovely choice. I'll have to remember that when I put together a bouquet for you. He'd put together a bouquet for me? No one's ever given me a bouquet before. I followed Damien down the footpath and admired more of his beautiful flowers. Suddenly, a phone rings. Oh, Evelyn, will you excuse me? I must take this. He pulls his cell phone out of his pocket. I'm a little surprised it's not a rotary phone. Go for it. Damien smiles and walks back to his house. I take a deep breath and enjoy the heavily perfumed air. What a lovely yard. This makes me wish I'd put a little more effort into that garden Amanda and I tried to start one time. Our watermelons grew to the size of cherry tomatoes and then immediately died. Oh no. Oh hey, a gargoyle. Yeah, there's one right here. And there's another one right here. They're cute. Oh no, I knocked over the gargoyle. Oh no. Minigame? Fix that garg. Oh no. Start. There we go. There we go.
Goal.
Nice. S plus, yay! That was fun. That was a good minigame. Hugo, that was close. Uh-oh, here comes Damien. He looks upset. Evelyn, my sincerest apologies to have kept you waiting. There's an urgent matter that I must attend to, so I'm afraid I must take my leave. No problem, dude. Everything alright? Damien worries the hem of his coat with his fingers and looks away. Everything's perfectly fine, but it's Lucien. What's wrong? He appears to have, well, his teacher needs me to come to the school, post-haste. Do you need help? Oh no, you don't have to. Let me come with you. Us dads gotta stick together. You're right. This is one of Lucien's more elaborate stunts. I'd greatly treasure having another parent by my side. Let's go.
Oh.
Oh hey, it's Hugo. Damien and I walk into the school and are immediately greeted by an anxious-looking Hugo. Hey Damien, you're here in record time. I wouldn't miss it for the world, dear friend. Wow, whatever it is, it doesn't seem like this is Hugo and Damien's first time to the my kids are in trouble rodeo. What is it this time? This, Damien, you have to see to believe. Damien and I fall into step behind Hugo, who leads us through the busy corridors of the school. We pass by several classes in session, and I vaguely wonder if Amanda's around. Hugo eventually ushers us into a small boiler room with a flight of rickety stairs leading down into darkness. Watch your step. I can hear faint voices drifting up from the basement, and they don't sound happy. As I'm led into the depths of the school, I recall the antics I got into as an angsty middle schooler. At least I had enough sense to stay out of creepy basements. Oh hey, Hugo-san's here too. We find another teacher in the boiler room, tucked away in the back of the basement. With him are Lucien and Ernest, Hugo-san. Lucien has a bloody nose. Thanks for coming. I can't make heads or tails of this. I look around the scene of the crime and see a bunch of bricks and some masonry tools scattered around. What happened here? Ernest punched me. Lucien tried to kill me.
What?
The room falls silent. I was not trying to kill you, dumbass. I was just trying to build a brick wall around you and see what would happen. You promised me there was wine down here. You tricked me. Whoa. Wait a second. Lucien, did you try to Cask of Amontillado Ernest? I'm neither confirming nor denying that. I turn to Damien and whisper to him. What's Cask of Amontillado? It's the Edgar Allan Poe thing, is it not? I think I'm goth enough to know that. It's an Edgar Allan Poe thing where don't they put somebody in like a wall and they like wall them up? Or maybe I'm thinking of a different story. Yeah, see? Yeah, see? That's what I thought happened. It's a classic Edgar Allan Poe short story where a man gets his enemy drunk, lures him down to his cellar with the promise of wine of a fine vintage, then buries him alive behind a brick wall. It's a lovely story. So wait, Lucien, you tried to do that to him? I was curious to see how it would turn out. I wasn't actually going to leave him there. What was the thought process here? That Ernest was just going to sit still while you slowly build a tomb around him? Well, it worked for like 20 minutes because he's an idiot, but then you realized I had lied about the wine. And you were cackling maniacally. That sort of tipped me off. Ernest, 20 minutes? Dad.
What?
It took you 20 minutes? Son, we just did an entire 2-week unit on the Cask of Amontillado, and it took you 20 minutes to realize Lucien was leading you into an elaborate ruse? Did you even read the story? I read the first 5 pages, and then I read a review of the movie.
Sweet man.
It's only 5 pages long, and there is no movie. Ha, yeah, you're right. I paid Lucien to read it for me. Actually, he didn't even pay me, so when you think about it, this was me teaching him a lesson. Damien and Hugo both had their heads in their hands. Oh, this is like very antique-y, but like it could have also been very serious, because if Lucien had walked away and forgotten him, then he wouldn't have the air to breathe. And but 20 minutes, it took him 20 minutes to realize that there was something wrong here as he was cackling maniacally. Oh, I feel you, dads. I feel you. These two, they're a nightmare together. But they're neighbors. So, of course, they're going to be together. You guys are always telling me to engage in the literature, and I did. I don't see a problem here. Alright, I'm filing this under what the hell. Don't do whatever that was. Again, you both are suspended for a week. Ernest and Lucien high five. The teacher starts to stomp up the stairs. Hugo, I'll cover your class. Take your son home. Mr. Bloodmarch, you too. Thank you for your mediation. We all head up the stairs and out of the school in tense silence. Lucien, Damien, and I all pile into my car and begin to drive home. Lucien immediately puts his hood up and stares out the window angrily. I'm not going to therapy again. I know, son. It's entirely up to you whether or not you want to go. But I care about you and I can see that you're struggling, so if you do decide that you'd like to speak to a professional about your feelings, we can do that too. Maybe you can spend this next week looking for a summer job, I know how much you want your own car. I can't believe Damien's keeping his cool. I'm impressed. I am also impressed. Then again, I don't particularly think that Lucien did anything. Well, he did do something wrong, but did he really? Did he really? It took Ernest 20 minutes to figure that out. And he also, like, they just talked about this, and he did the exact same thing from the book. Like, literally talking about bringing wine down to the cellar, and then he tries to, oh my gosh. Yeah, I think Lucien needs something besides just discipline, obviously, because he's not gonna fall in line just because you discipline him. Like, look at him. He's got piercings. He's gauged. He's got makeup. Like, he's not some cookie cutter kid. He's got an independent personality and thoughts and opinions. So, like, we have to take that into account in disciplining him because we don't want to stifle that. Damien's doing a really good job keeping us cool. Fine. Thanks for not freaking out too hard. See? I love you, son. Lucien continues staring out the window. Yeah, see? He came around on his own terms about going to the therapist. Which that's what you want, is for it to be his decision to go. You know what I mean? Lucien continues staring out the window. I approve of you, Damien. You're doing a good job. Love you too. Aw, look at that! He even says he loves you too. He has enough, like, he's not so filled with hatred and, like, anger that he can't feel that. That's wonderful. That's so lovely. You spend the rest of the drive in relative silence. That's fine. That's fine. He doesn't need to talk. Nobody needs to talk. It's fine. Just leave it alone. The moment we pull into the driveway, Lucien hops out of the car, slams the door, and runs inside. I didn't expect to have that conversation in front of you. He and I have a lot we need to work out. It's alright, and of all things considered, Lucien's bricklaying was pretty good. So there's your silver lining. That's what— Thank you! There is that, yes. He's probably just going through your phase. I really admired how you handled that. Yeah. You were a lot more diplomatic with him than I would have been. I just want what's best for him, and I don't think yelling at him would do either of us any favors. Exactly. There's no need to yell. It really does. You're a good dad. See you around soon. Ooh, we got some eggplants in that one. I don't know what that means. See you around soon. It would be my honor and my pleasure. Damien bows with a flourish. Classy. I come home to find Amanda curled up on the couch with a blanket watching TV. I plop down next to her. Yo. What you watching? Tiny House Hunting Brothers Extreme Edition. Ooh, I would watch that. Tiny House Hunting Brothers. Ugh, I hate this show. No, I would love that show. I love tiny houses. I think they're adorable. Humans just being in a tiny, tiny little space and just, like, having all their needs met. Perfect. Compartmentalize. The couple on screen bickers back and forth while standing in an extremely small house made out of recycled bottles. The Tiny House Hunting Brothers watch them with amused expressions, both of their heads touching the low ceiling. Oh my god. I told you I wanted a 2-bed, 2-bath, shabby chic cottage. This house doesn't even have a bathroom. But honey, the outhouse is only 20 yards away. It's not that bad. I am not pooping outside, Greg. Why don't they just get a regular sized house? I don't know. How'd afternoon tea go? It got strange. We had to go to the school to pick up Lucien since he lured Ernest down to the cellar with the promise of a fine vintage and then tried to bark him into the wall, right? How'd you know that? Has everyone read this story except for me? Lucien live streamed the entire thing. Oh. Why is that funnier? She was live streaming it? Oh my god, these children. I can't. This entire day is beyond me. But otherwise, it was a fun day. That Damien guy's a character, but he's a really good company and a surprisingly diplomatic dad.
Huh.
I dig his style. You know what? Me too. Yeah, I like Damien.
That was the
egg.
jammiest bits of jam. I'm not quite...
Welcome. You've got dads.
Interview with a vampire, 1 of 3. Ooh, what's this? Dadmazon. Hi, this is Steven from Dadmazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay, yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry, I need to put on pants first. I can't fit my pants, but I'm wrapped from waist down in a duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait, I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. Put on pants. What did we order? Ooh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. You don't know? Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. I open up the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. What is... Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's... butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda's planning on doing with these. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies?
Yes.
You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. I take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. Yeah. No, bring the box to Damien. I should take it over to him. That's polite. That's the thing to do. I jog over to Damien's house with the box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Mr. Rocket, what do I owe the pleasure? Whoa, how'd you know that I was about to knock? I don't know. Oh, okay. Anyways, I think this got delivered to my house by mistake. I hand him the box and his face lights up. Hey, we got some points. Good girl points. There we go. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter. Hey Bird, how's it going? I missed your message. The game's going pretty good. I have not found my dream daddy yet. We're still looking. I'm interested in Damien and in Joseph. We haven't seen Joseph yet this session, but I'm gonna go back and do another quest with him and see what happens, because I'm interested in what's going on with him and his wife. I'm feeling nosy. That's what I feel like this game is just being nosy. What a wonderful surprise. I was just about to send a strongly worded letter to the courier services about this. Many thanks. It's been a while, Bird. How have you been? If you're still here, if you're still around, how have you been? Not to pry, but what are you going to do with those butterflies? Would you like to see? Alarm bells ring in my head. This is how you die, Evelyn Rocket. Sure. Damien leads me into his study where he set up some sort of workstation. Above his desk is a wall of pinned butterflies, moths, and beetles. Oh wow, that's really something, Damien. I'm quite proud of my little collection. You do all this yourself? Of course. I find it rather relaxing. How do you... It's simple. Here, let me show you. These aren't quite ready yet. They'll need to be rehydrated overnight, so they're easier to work with. I have some over here that are ready to pin. Damien takes a seat at his desk while I hover behind him. He picks up a little triangular paper package and snips off the edges. He pulls out an all-black butterfly and shows it to me. I'm rather excited about this one. It's a turquoise swallowtail. He gently opens the wings, spreading the butterfly out on the table. The backs of the wings are gorgeous, iridescent green color. Oh, and the pigment on this one is so nice too. Anyways, pinning a butterfly is actually very simple. It just requires a delicate touch. First, I'll put a pin through the thorax. Damien slides a pin through the middle of the butterfly and places the butterfly on a piece of styrofoam. He carefully arranges the antenna with the forceps and begins placing paper and more pins on and around it. He does this so effortlessly that it's almost hypnotic. I have a frame here that I think this one will look quite pretty in, but I'll need to let it sit for a couple days until it's ready. And then what? I remove all the pins and put it on display with the others. I take a closer look at Damien's collection. One of the bright blue wings keeps drawing my eye. This one's so pretty. Damien takes it off the wall. Ah, yes, that's a blue Morpho. One of my favorites, too. He hands the small frame to me.
Oh.
Here, I think this would look lovely in your home. Oh, I couldn't take this. I insist. Believe me, I have more than enough. Thank you. If you've ever been interested in pinning some insects yourself, you know where to find me. Ha! I think I'll leave that up to you. I feel like I'd probably break them in half with my butterfingers. Nonsense. You have beautiful, steady hands. You could make a fine taxidermist. Am I blushing? I'm blushing. Damien walks me to the door and gives me a warm smile as I leave. Do you take care of yourself, Evelyn? Thanks for allowing me to share my odd little hobby with you. No, not at all. It was wonderful.
Welcome.
I got to pin a butterfly.
Dads.
Okay, so let's see. Yeah, we have one heart. Okay, so let's check out Joseph again. I'm curious as to what's going on with him and his wife Mary. We'll try to be good about it, but I don't know. I also don't know if I max out one dad, do I have to go with that dad, or can I max out a different dad? How long can I keep going, I wonder? There is kind of like a running plot with Amanda and her university stuff, but I don't know. Why is this room always messy? It's got clothes in it, headphones, all over the place, all over the place. It's been a long day of clipping coupons. Looks like there's a sale on boxed brownie mix. That reminds me, I wonder what Joseph's up to. I should see if he wants to hang out. Or if he wants to go to the store with me and use these coupons. Looks like he's online. Hey Joseph, wanna hang? It takes a moment for Joseph to respond. Evelyn, hope you finally recovered from your brownie-induced coma. And I know I promised you a fun hang, but tonight I'm actually chaperoning a youth group mixer. Amanda's invited, of course. If you're not doing anything, you should come. Oh, that sounds nice. A youth group mixer. And be a chaperone with me. Because I need the help. Less nice. I think for a moment. I'm a little bummed out, of course. I suppose I just wanted some time with me and Joseph. Maybe to get to know him a little better. What the heck. My friend needs my help. I type back. Buddy, if you need me, you got me. Just tell me where I need to be tonight. Joseph lets me know the details. It starts pretty soon. I should get ready. Is Amanda gonna come with us? I knock on Amanda's door and peek in. Hey Amanda. I'm about to head out. Where are you off to? Are you going to go extreme couponing? Actually, I'm gonna go chaperone this youth mixer dance thing that's happening at Joseph's church. He says you're invited, but if you don't want to come, I'll cover for you. You know what? I'm down. Maybe I can make some new friends. That's a good attitude. But I'll have you know that I'm mostly doing this for the potential free food. Thank you, Amanda. You get 4 daughter points today. Can I trade them in for a daughter lava lamp? Sorry, you only have enough for a daughter spider ring, or some of those daughter plastic jumpy frogs. I like those things. They tried their hardest. It's inspirational. I love the dialogue in this game. It's so goofy. We arrive at the church to find that nobody's there. There are decorations, balloons, and banners and everything, but no youths. Jesus is coming. I've been to a couple dances in my life, and not that I want to paint myself as one of those dance experts, but generally dances require people. And those people need to be dancing. All of a sudden, Joseph jogs up to us. He looks frazzled. You're here. I need your help. Joseph gestures to the hand-painted banner hanging above the church door. It reads, Jesus is coming. What? Yikes. Well, that's certainly a thing. God made all things, Amanda. Except for the banner. Ernest made that. I genuinely can't tell if he meant that maliciously or if he just can't spell good. You know what God also does? Forgives. He forgives teenagers, and he never ever breaks their box mods. Are you going to break Ernest's box mod? No, Amanda, that would be a sin. I think. It's the one right after sloth. Evelyn, I need your help getting this down before anyone sees it. I can swing that. Amanda, can you help? Physical labor, huh? Amanda begins rapidly scanning the mostly empty room, looking for an escape route of her own. I have to go set up the food. The food's already set up. I'm gonna go do a final inspection pass on the food to make sure it's up to code. I'm gonna eat your food. Amanda's able to bolt away before myself or Joseph can get another word in. Whew, she can really book it when she wants to. Her father was a giant pair of legs. I dated some giant arms once, but it turns out they were alright. He must have been devastated. It was an Armageddon. No, I get it. I'll workshop it. There's a gem in there somewhere. I'm really glad you're here, Evelyn. Are you enjoying my company, or did you just lure me out here for my strong arms and height advantage? A little of both. It's always something with you, Joseph.
Wink.
Something handsome and pious. Did he just say wink out loud? Did he just say wink out loud? You're not that pious. Debatable. You just alluded to breaking a child's vape pen. I would have lost the debate. You ready to do this? Let's make some magic happen. Magic isn't real, Evelyn. God said that. God was also a bush one time. True. Just when I grab a stepladder and walk over to Ernest's beginner. That turd Ernest had one final trick up his sleeve. Looks like this nightmare is stapled and taped 6 ways from Sunday. So he knew what he was doing. Any ideas? What happened to your strong arms and height advantage? Ah, right. I forgot about those. But I realized my oversized dad fingers are far too large to get leverage on the tiny staples. You got a hammer I can use to pry these off? Evelyn, this is a church. We get a little nervous around hammers. And nails. Lame. I'm kidding. We just don't have a hammer. But we have to hurry. The use will be here any moment, and I'll never hear the end of it if we don't fix this. Wait, I have an idea. I run and grab the marker that Ernest used to draw this thing and jump back on the ladder. We can't get it down, but we can write a different message. I got only one shot here. Let's do this right. Jesus is calming. Jesus is human. Jesus isn't coming. Jesus is calming. I think we should go with the Jesus is calming. That's probably the safest one, right? I mean, we'll turn the U and the A into an L somehow. It's a little tight, but it works. Well, that's true, I guess. Basking in his calming presence, Joseph. Bask in his calming presence, Joseph. Relax. Crisis averted. Let's just hope the youths don't notice. Joseph checks his watch. The DJ should be here by now. Just then the doors swing open and a man struts in with his DJing equipment. Wait, you're not the usual guy. What happened to Evan? Evan knew exactly when to play the Cupid Shuffle. Hey, I'm not Evan. Evan sold all his DJ equipment to backpack through Europe, so I'm filling in for him. I do envy him though. What I would give to drop everything and start over. Ha!
Yeah.
Are you alright?
I'm so
Alright? I'm better than I'm alright. I'm DJ Spin Master Quinn. He sighs heavily. I usually do trivia nights, but I moonlight on the 1s and 2s to give myself a sense of purpose in life. Is he okay? I don't think so. Well, you have to do. You have a playlist of fun songs that you used to like that won't inspire impure thoughts or tempt them into the dark side, right? The DJ thinks for a moment. Believe me, buddy, I got what you need. Okay, great. I'll let you get set up. The DJ leaves. Let's keep an eye on this one. He sounded like he was just gonna play Creep by Radiohead on repeat. After some time, kids from the community start filing into the dance hall. Some of them seem to notice our sign hack, but they don't seem to care. Most of the kids group off into tiny clusters, standing in circles and casting sideways glances at the other groups of teens. Man, I do not miss being a teenager at social functions. Oh, I know, right? Hey, party people. Everyone in the room turns their attention to the DJ. DJ Spin Master Quinn coming at you with the sound that people want. We're off to a good start. This next tune goes out to all the ladies in the audience. Ladies, let me hear you say yeah. A few half-hearted yeahs echo through the crowd. Alright. He sighs again. Man, it's been a heavy couple days. This next one's actually just for my wife, Sandra. I hope we can work things out, my little honeysuckle vine. The DJ begins playing Creep on Radiohead. Amanda sidles up to me, pizza in one hand, a punch in the other. Creep, huh? Bold choice for a youth group. Let's see where he goes with this. After the song finishes, he plays Creep again. Is the DJ crying? If you watch the kids really closely, you can catch them cringe every time Thom Yorke swears. There they go. Maybe we should do something about this. Joseph runs up to us. He's killing the vibe. They're listening to swears. Sad swears. We have to do something. You guys should try to give him a pep talk. Maybe work him up to Everybody Hurts by Rem. Or at the very least, No Rain by Blind Melon. You want to help us cheer him up? Actually, I just saw my friend, Federico. Federico? He's from Latin. Like your Latin class? I didn't know you were taking a Latin class. I'm not. So he's from the country Latin? Yes, it exists. Don't Google it. You can go, Amanda. It's fine. And she's gone. Just when I make our way to the DJ booth where Spin Master Quinn is having a quiet cry. Hey, bud. Hey, my dudes. How's the party jamming? It's, not. Oh, I'm sorry, fellas. I'm just taking a moment to find my groove. Gotta play the sad tunes to properly appreciate the bangers, right? That's not how DJing works. Now stop me if I'm out of line here, since I've never been a DJ and don't have any current plans to become one, but I don't think that's how it works. Little kids come out here to have a good time. You gotta cool it on the sadness. Hey, buddy. If it's problems you're having with, Joseph leans in close to me. What was his wife's name again? Sandra. If you're having problems with Sandra, I can help you too. I do counseling. It's my job here, and I'm very good at it. Oh, I don't know. I can tell that you're hurting. Nobody voluntarily listens to that much Radiohead on repeat unless they're really going through some tough times. Trust me, I know. Joseph places a hand on Spin Master Quinn's shoulder, who immediately collapses into Joseph's embrace, crying quietly. Oh my god. There, bud. It's gonna be okay. Thank you. I'll put on some dance hall anthems. You're the best, Spin Master Quinn. With yet another crisis averted, Joseph and I return to the dance floor, where Amanda's waiting with an ice cream cone. They have ice cream here. Good work, Amanda. How's it looking out there? Well, for a dance, there's not a whole lot of dancing. Looks like people are starting to bail, though. This is a disaster. Don't be so hard on yourself. This ice cream, top notch. I'm sorry for dragging you into this, Evelyn. You and Amanda should just go home. I'm not going to make you stay here for the train wreck. It's not a disaster. We can still fix this. I suddenly realized what we have to do. Amanda, get out of here. I don't think you're going to want to be here for this, or be seen with me after this.
Hey.
Oh god, you're not going to... I throw my car keys to Amanda. I'll get a ride back with Joseph. Just remember me as I am right now, not as what I'm about to become. Amanda nods. Nice knowing you, Pops. She runs out the door. Joseph, I'm gonna turn it up on the dance floor. With luck, we can get these youths into it as well. Are you in or out? Joseph stares at me. He knows what has to be done as much as I do. See you on the other side. See you on the other side. Joseph and I walk out onto the dance floor in the middle of the room. The youths all stare at us, unsure of what we're doing. Time to get our groove on. Let's start them off easy and work our way up to more technical stuff. Let's see. The worm is too hard. I don't know what roll the dice is, but I think we should start with the lawnmower. Alright, let's start this baby. I start lawn mowing the dance floor. Joseph seems to respond to that and decides to mow another patch of grass on the dance floor. That's the stuff. I look around. Well, it looks like we got everyone's attention. Alright, Evelyn, let's turn up the heat. Ooh. The sprinkler or the running man? I think the running man is more interesting. Since time immemorial, this move has never let me down. I start jogging in place, matching the movements with my arms pushing out. This seems to awaken something in Joseph. He feels the fire, or the running man, deep within him. I look around to the youth. They're getting into it. Keep it up. I think they're coming around. Let's see. Ooh, Cabbage Patch. I don't know what these are. Cabbage Patch. I've heard of that one, but I don't know what it is. The windmill. Hammer slide. Let's do the hammer slide. I try to do the hammer slide. Honestly, it's not a bad bit, but the kids don't get too into it. Good effort, buddy, but I think that pan flashed a little too long ago. They're not looking too lively yet, but we can still turn it around. Oh, no. No. Well, moonwalk. I start sliding my feet backwards. I can't tell if this looks good or not, but I think these kids have seen enough people do moonwalks so they understand the general concept. Joseph makes a moonwalk attempt as well. Surprisingly, the dude pulls it off flawlessly. Damn, Joseph! Way to rock it! I look around at the youths. They're cheering. Alright, time for the big finish. An unrehearsed backflip. Death drop. Lift Joseph up dirty dancing style. Yes, that one. I approach Joseph, emotion that I'm about to lift him up. Are you strong enough to do that? I don't know. Without regard for human safety, I summon all my might and lift Joseph above my head. It isn't quite dirty dancing, but Joseph is a good sport and spreads his arms while I spin him in a circle. Look at the crowd. They seem to love it. The kids swarm the dance floor. They're all laughing and dancing to the music. Looks like our job here is done. I knew we should have done the Cabbage Patch. Somewhat obligingly, the kids take the dance floor and start to move around. Before long, they're starting to laugh and enjoy themselves. It was dicey, but we've done our jobs.
Whoa.
Come on, the rest of the chaperones will take it from here. Wait, I have something to show you. Ooh, what is that? What are you gonna show me, Joseph? What are you gonna... I need a spray bottle so I can be like, shh, Joseph, naughty. Joseph leads me out of the main room and down various darkened corridors of the church. I can barely see anything and find myself tripping over my own feet. Joseph, I think I lost you. His hand finds mine in the darkness. I'm right here. I'm glad he can't see me blush. We keep walking. Where are we? This church is huge. We're almost there. Actually, I have to admit that I was a little dishonest with you. I didn't just invite you out here to help me chaperone. What happened to lying being one of the 10 things you're not supposed to do? I think there's an exception for when you're trying to surprise a friend. Joseph closes the door behind us. I guess we're in a random room in the depths of the church now. What could he possibly have planned? So, last time we talked about escaping to an island where we could live out an easy tropical lifestyle where our only worry is trying to find that lost shaker of salt. Since we can't actually do that, I figured I could bring a little bit of the tropics to Maple Bay. It's not quite Margaritaville, but something like it. Joseph throws in the lights. Margarita Zone! Oh, I love this! This is adorable! Welcome to the Margarita Zone. This is so cute. I love all the nautical themed shit everywhere. The little anchor, the waves, the little bottle up here in the corner. Like, and there's a ship over here on the left side. Like, those are so cute. And totally, like, our Joseph. That's so nifty. I look around as my eyes adjust to the light. It's his office, but there are twinklets strung across the walls, little garlands of fake flowers, and 2 beach chairs set up in front of the desk. There's a blender and 2 glasses sitting on the table. Ukulele music plays softly in the background. Joseph, this is amazing. There's no pop-tops to step on here, buddy. You did this for me? Joseph takes a seat and gestures for me to do the same. I did this for us. I think we've both earned it. I settle in while Joseph pours us both margaritas. You really went all out.
Hey.
I have a flair for the dramatic, and you can't lead the community if you don't know how to make a good margarita. I take a sip of mine. This is a killer margarita. I would follow this man. Do you think the dance is gonna go okay without our sick dance moves? No, not here. You're missing the point of Margarita Zone. Margarita Zone is a place to rest and relaxation. It's a place where you can kick up your feet and forget about your worries for a while. Watch out for blown out flip-flops, let's get tattoos and Mexican cuties. It's heaven on earth with an onion slice. What does that mean? I kind of want to get the tattoos. I don't think Joseph would be into that though. I'm gonna say it's heaven on earth with an onion slice because I don't know what that means and it sounds good. Nope, didn't like it. I think that's cheeseburger in paradise. Well, I was wrong. Oh, right. Sorry, Joseph. I'm just not realizing that I only know 2 Jimmy Buffett songs. I'm gonna have to revoke your dad card for that one. Joseph gestures to the makeshift island bar he's made. You know, it's funny. This reminds me so much of when I was younger. I've been meaning to ask, what did you do before you started preaching? It's uninteresting. I left home young and got into a lot of trouble. What? What kind of trouble? Trouble meant I got to go wherever I wanted, whenever I wanted. I hitchhiked around the country, went on adventures, met all kinds of people, did some stuff I'm not too proud of. But I was young and in love, and I didn't have to answer to anybody.
Oh.
And now, I host fundraiser car washes and take kids to soccer practice on the weekends. Wow, you had like a whole life adventure before you became a preacher and settled down. Sorry, I don't mean to get heavy here. It's okay. It seems like you spend a lot of time taking care of others, but not enough time taking care of yourself. If you need to talk about it, I'm here for you. Joseph stares deeply into the blender filled with ice and margarita mix. It's just, I think about Margaritaville a lot. Or I guess the concept of it. A place where I could just strum on my 6th string while I wait out for the shrimp to boil. Drink margaritas all the time, forget my worries. It's an easy life. I had Margaritaville once. But I think the closest I'm ever going to get back to that is Margarita Zone. A short and occasional reprieve from daily life. Is that such a bad thing? This is pretty nice. It doesn't last forever. That's the rub. When you're in Margarita Zone, it's not like your problems have really gone away. You're just choosing to ignore them. Maybe you're looking at it the wrong way. Maybe Margarita Zone is actually better than Margaritaville. Because Margaritaville itself is an impossible ideal. Remember what Spin Master Quinn said? Sometimes you have to play the sad tunes to appreciate the bangers. If stepping on a pop top is your biggest concern, how could you possibly appreciate the boiling shrimp? A Margarita Zone isn't landlocked to this office. I think it's about finding the little pieces of Margarita Zone throughout your day and taking joy in those moments. That's awfully optimistic of you. It doesn't have to be anything big. For me, I think it's about being able to quietly do word jumbles and drink some strong coffee in the morning to see my daughter smile, or I smile at Joseph. To spend some quality time with a good friend.
Oh.
Yeah? Yeah. I can feel myself leaning closer to Joseph. Is it just me, or is he leaning closer too? Joseph tenses up. He downs the rest of his margarita and hops out of his chair. It's getting late. We should head back. Sure. Joseph and I make the dance wraps up without incident before he takes me back to the cul-de-sac. I hop out of Joseph's car before he pulls away into his own driveway. Thanks again for the help. Thanks again for Margarita Zone. Maybe we'll go back there one day. If we do, it'll be my own damn fault. Joseph chuckles and drives away. I walk into my living room to find Amanda curled up under a blanket and groaning on the couch. Hey Panda, you feeling okay? Dad, I have a tummy ache. Eat too much youth group food? I drank too deeply from the well of life and now I pay the price. And by well of life, I mean that big lukewarm punch bowl of seltzer juice and sherbet. Oh my gosh, that's my favorite. It's my favorite drink at parties. Seltzer and sherbet. Amanda slides to the floor with an elongated groan. Need anything, kiddo? A time machine that goes back approximately 2 hours in the past so that I can warn myself of the folly of excess. I'll pour you a big glass of water. Love you, Pops. How'd the dance go? Oh, I crushed it. Got the kids on the dance floor at the expense of my dignity. A fair trade. Also, everything hurts. I'll see you in the morning, kiddo. Night, Dad. Aw, we have such a good relationship with Amanda. I love it. She's so sweet. Nice. Nice. We didn't get a lot of dad points, but we still got an A. It was fun. Margarita Zone, 2 out of 3. been a long day and yet I'm not quite ready to sleep. Usually when I feel this way, I mainline investigative TV until I pass out. But tonight I feel like it would just make me antsy. I decided to take a relaxing stroll. After a bit of wandering, I find myself passing by Kim and Jim's. Being of legal drinking age and sound judgment, I decided to stop in. Typically, I try to limit my consumption of alcohol to set a positive example for Amanda, but I also feel a responsibility to play a role as a social agent in our community, and a watering hole such as Kim and Jim's is the perfect place to do it. Also, I desperately need a beer. Jim and Kim's is lively tonight. The patrons are milling about, and even Neil seems to be having a good time. Coming here was a good idea. We're gonna see Robert. Oh, we are gonna see Mary, though. What's going on, Mary? What's your fucking deal? As I reach to collect my beer, I see Mary at the end of the bar. She's not semi-ironically throwing herself all over anyone. In fact, she's alone. She looks so sad. Pain guilt shoots through me. Does she know? Is this because of me? Am I a homewrecker? Yes! I am the homewrecker!
That's difficult. Hello, bird.
Let's continue on, now that my Gob Gob is home. Check out Gob Gob on Twitch, guys. G-O-B-G-O-B. B as in boy. Go check him out. He doesn't post very often, but we are planning on doing some streams together, so that could be interesting. So keep an eye out for that. He does a lot of Terraria content, so go check him out. Look, I'm advertising for you, love.
Love you.
Say hi. I decided to go say hello. I walk over to her booth. She doesn't look up. The seat taken? She still doesn't look up. I take a seat anyways, and she finally notices me. You. Okay, this is maybe not the best idea. Hey. Having fun with your new best friend, Joseph? Maybe. He's a great... I'm so glad. I'm happy for you, too. Mary, I'm not...
Hey.
I never accuse you of anything uncouth, Evelyn. You're just having an innocent, very platonic time with my husband. A supportive friendship. Why not? You're a good friend, aren't you? I'm there when he needs me, Mary. Unlike some other people in his life. Yeah. So you're an expert on my marriage now?
Yes.
I'm not trying to be an expert on your marriage. I'm just trying to be there for my friend, okay? Yeah. Fuck you, Mary. Fuck you, Mary. You're a piece of shit. Oh, you're there for him? I see how you look at him. I bet you're there for him a lot. She takes a long sip of her drink. This was a mistake. No, this is perfect. You know, you're really not his type. I'm surprised. Mary pays her tab and strides right out of Jim and Kim's without looking back. Well, it's been a long day. I'm just about ready to pack it in. After a few bites of ice cream from the freezer, I turn off all the lights and walk down the hall to my room. I wonder if Amanda's still awake. That kid needs some sleep. As I pass her room, I can hear a faint sound, but I can't quite make out what it is. I get a little closer. Is she crying? No! I thought she was doing something naughty, but no, she's crying? Why? Honey, what's wrong? I knock gently on the door. Hey, Amanda? The crying immediately stops. Not right now. Her voice sounds strange. She sniffles. I need to make sure she's okay. I open the door. Probably not against her wishes, but is she allowed to have a cry? In the dark, I can see Amanda's outline in the middle of her bed, knees hugged up against her body. Is everything okay? I don't want to talk about it. Okay, we're gonna save right here. We don't want to lose Amanda on this. So we're gonna ask if something happened because we're already in the room. She doesn't want to talk about it, though. We could just leave her alone and let her come around to us and talk about it. But I don't want to leave her alone right now. What does she need us? Oh, the struggles of a parent. Something happened, love? No, nothing happened. Go away. Okay, I'll leave you alone. Alright, I'll leave you be. I back out of the room and close the door gently behind me. She immediately starts crying again. Wow, I have no idea what has her so upset. She seemed totally normal. I feel awful just leaving her to cry, but I also get the feeling that if I tried to do anything else, it would only make her more upset. I can't stop mentally cycling through all awful things she could be dealing with right now. More than anything, I just want her to be happy and safe. I have a hard time falling asleep, but when I finally do, I'm still thinking about Amanda. Well, of course. After a long night of very little sleep, I roll out of bed and make myself a pot of coffee. Amanda should be up for school soon. Maybe she'll be willing to talk about whatever's bothering her. About 10 minutes before she's supposed to leave, Amanda comes out of her room and makes a beeline for the freezer. Morning, Amanda. Morning. She drops a frozen waffle into the toaster and slams the freezer door. She won't look at me. Yikes. So, anything big going on at school today? No. Okay. Do you need a ride to school? No. Want some coffee? Amanda pulls the toaster level up and makes her still freezer burn waffle out before it's finished cooking. I have to go. Amanda picks up her bag and storms out. Ooh. Ouch. I'm worried, guys. I'm worried. Okay. Haven't seen her act like this in a long time. It's usually short-lived, but it always hurts. Hopefully this blows over and things are back to normal soon. I sit back at the kitchen table and look at a picture of Amanda and I hang on the wall. In it, I'm trying to teach her to ride a bike. Her face is a mixture of excitement and pure, unadulterated fear. I remember how determined she was. Every time she'd fall off and scrape her knees, she'd get up and try it again. Finally, I had to stop her because she was bleeding everywhere. Then she started to cry because she doesn't think she needed bandages and wanted to keep trying. Oh my god. Children. As I put the bike away, she just stood in the middle of the street and screamed. Then I took her for ice cream and it was like nothing even happened. After giving it a bit of thought, I decided if I force her to talk about it, I'm only going to make things worse, but I have an idea. I start rummaging around for ingredients. I hear Amanda walk in the door. Instead of heading for the kitchen like she usually does, she makes a beeline to her room. She's clearly trying to avoid me. Hey, Pumpkin? What? Can you come here for a sec? There's a moment of silence. Yeah. I wanted to say sorry about last night. I'm just worried about you, kiddo. I get scared when I know something's wrong, and I get even more scared when I feel like I can't do anything about it. Dad, So just, whatever it is, and you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but whatever it is, just know that you have your dad in your corner who wants you to be happy. Aww, that's so sweet! Oh, I'm gonna cry! Honey, you know I'm bad with words, so I was hoping I could speak a language you both understand. I pull a cake out of the refrigerator and place it on the table. Hopefully the frosting is set by now. Ta-da! Dad. It took me a really long time because I ran out of red frosting somewhere around SAT and had to start over and... Oh, this is so sweet. Sorry you're sad, but I support you 100%. Oh, what a dad. That I needs to be capitalized. Oh, so cute. This is beautiful. It's strawberry. Why do you look so strange still? You have these dark patches under your eyes whenever you're strained and stressed out and worried about us. I don't know if this is helping. It's strawberry. Amanda gives me a big ol' hug. I grab some plates and forks and serve us some delicious cake. So, it's really stupid. What is? This whole thing. I know I've been really weird lately, and there's just... I don't even know how to explain it. I feel like I might have to make you a chart. I'm listening. Do you want me to take notes? I guess I should start from the top. So you know how Emma R is going to that fancy art school in California, right? Emma R. Oh, shit. I don't remember. Oh, you're not fucking with me on this one. I'll cheat. Watch me cheat. Who is Emma R? The best friend. You got it. Nice. Ha. Fuck you, game. Making me remember shit from like months ago. Proud of you.
Eh?
Anyways, ever since she got the acceptance letter, I've been feeling like she's drifting away, you know? And she's been spending a lot of time with Grace and Emma P. I just thought it was all in my head for a while, but then I found out from Rosie M. that both Emma's and Grace and Noah all went to a party at Mackenzie F's on the same night, and they told me all they were busy studying for the Calc AB final. Oh no. Yikes. So, another important piece of information is, God, this is embarrassing. I have a crush on Noah, and that's a thing. What? Whoa, I had no idea. I definitely didn't know that. Okay. You're a bad liar. You're coughing in my stream, Gob Gob.
I'm sorry. My pen fucking exploded.
Your pen exploded?
Well, all the resin went away and it ended up in my mouth and it was terrible and it's all gone now. And I hate this brand.
We won't buy from them
They
again.
were terrible. Mine just completely went out of the whole cartridge.
Bad smoking brand. You heard it here, folks. Bad brand. Don't buy cheap cartridges.
Papa's herb.
Papa's herb.
No,
Don't buy cheap cartridges.
Let me take more what they get.
Okay. So are you. And learn from the worst.
Oh.
Anyway, so the only person I told about the crush was Emma R, and she promised not to tell anybody. I didn't confront them about the party thing because I didn't want to start drama, so I just kept quiet and kept going about my business, okay? Amanda sighs. And then one day I invite everyone out to get nachos at the mall after not texting me back for like 2 hours, even though none of them ever put their phones down for more than 60 seconds. They all say they're busy, like simultaneously. So I tell them, never mind, I'll just eat nachos at home, right? But we were out of chips and I really, really wanted nachos. Totally understandable. So I go to the mall anyway. I get to the food court and who do I see there but Grace, Emma P, Emma R, and Noah, all hanging out together and eating nachos without me. What? It gets better. I'm standing by the escalators watching them and I realize that Noah has his arm around Emma R, which is kind of weird, right? But then they kiss. Oh my gosh, what a bitch. No. Yes, I know. So I storm over there and I'm like, hey. And Grace drops a nacho on her shirt because of course she does. And Emma R just like glares at me. Grace. Nothing's coming up. I don't know who that is. Grace is the... She pooped the bed too. She's the boring one. Well, yeah, but that's not the important part. Grace is the one nobody really likes. Or I guess that's me now. But anyway, nobody will say anything, and I'm just kind of like, you guys suck, which I realize is not the most eloquent thing to say, but I was very angry and really embarrassed, and I just wanted to get out of there. So I left without nachos, might I add, which only further contributed to this shitty day, and immediately drafted a super long text to the group chat asking them why they've been so weird. And I wrote another one to Emma R asking how long the Noah thing's been going on, and sorry, I know that's a lot. You still following? What did Emma R say? Ooh, okay, get a load of this. Emma R says, you know what, let me just read it to you. Oh, yes, just read it to me. Give me the tea, sis. Come on. Oh, okay, what's gonna go on? Amanda pulls out her phone and reads, word for word, an arduously long string of text messages. Can you believe that? Oh, you're not gonna give it to us? Rude. I cannot believe that. I care so much about Amanda's social life and mental well-being, but man, do I not understand what she's talking about. This is all beyond me, but I'm trying my hardest to be supportive. They were dating in secret for like months. So I told her that she's being a really terrible friend, and she's like, well, if you think I'm so terrible, then just stop being my friend. And I was like, okay, and then she left me on red. And then, wait, left me on red? What's that? No, you know that one. Oh, like, she saw my message and didn't reply. And I know because there are read receipts. I don't know what read receipts are, but I'm just gonna nod and pretend I understand. Gotcha. So while this is all happening, I'm talking to Emma P about how mad I am because she's at least being kind of reasonable, and I'm venting to her about how pissed I am at everybody and stuff. And then out of nowhere, Noah texts me and is like, how could you say that about me? And I'm like, say what about you? And he tells me that Emma P sent screenshots of everything I told her to the group chat that I got kicked out of. Alright, I think you lost me at screenshots, but that definitely sounds bad. That is bad! What the heck? These friends are not good friends. They're all really shitty. What the fuck? There's so much more, but honestly, it's all just really stupid teenager stuff. Yeah, and it's all, like, way dramatic. The bottom line is that everybody dropped me. Half my grade hates me, and now I have no friends. Oh, poor baby. Oh, that sucks, honey. I don't know how to help with that. Because, like, you can't control your friends, and if they don't treat you right, then it's better to not have them, but it also sucks to not have friends at all, and not have anybody to talk to. Half my grade hates me. I don't know what that means, but that doesn't sound good either. I want to know more about that. That's so mean. Amanda, I'm so sorry. I almost expected it from everybody else, but Emma R's been on there since Mom died. I can't believe she would just stab me in the back like that. I'm not even that mad that she's dating Noah. I'm just upset that she lied to me about it for so long. Amanda stubs at the remnants of her cake. Okay, I take it back. I'm kind of mad she's dating Noah. Like, what did I do wrong? Why did everyone just suddenly decide I'm not cool anymore? Why wasn't I enough? I don't understand. Oh, honey, it's not like that. You're more than enough. You don't need friends like them who are just going to use you and treat you horribly on a whim. You deserve real friends who are going to stand by you and, like, be with you. Like Emma R was supposed to. Like, oh, honey. Oh, honey. And as mad as I am about everybody, like, I miss them, Dad. Oh, I know. That's the worst part. Amanda looks so dejected, I almost can't take it. What could I possibly say to help?
Oh, no.
Anyways, that's it. That's the whole sordid tale. Thanks for listening. Tune in next week for more hot gossip. Wow. I know it's pretty dumb. It's not dumb. No, it's a stupid thing to be upset over. Amanda, your feelings are real. Don't ever be mad at yourself for having feelings. I guess. Unless you've secretly been a robot who's been approximating human feelings this whole time. Dad, if I was a robot, I would have transformed into a monster truck a long, long time ago. But seriously, I know you probably don't want advice, but I feel like it's my duty as a dad to bestow upon you a few nuggets of fatherly wisdom. Real friends don't do that. Not all friendships last forever. Real friends don't do that. High school sex. These are all really, really good choices because they're all very true. I think what I really want to tell her is that real friends don't do that. Real friends don't fuck you around like that. That was horrible of Emma R to do that, and it was horrible of Emma P to do that to you as well and turn their back on you, and that's horrible. Real friends don't do that. When you get older, you start realizing the sort of people you want to associate yourself with. You really want to surround yourself with people who would do something like that to their friend? It takes a lot of work to find and maintain meaningful friendships. It took me a long time to figure that out myself, and I wish I'd learned it sooner. If the other person isn't putting in the effort to show you how much they care, it's not worth it. You're not beholden to being their friend. Ultimately, I think this says way more about their character than it does about yours, because you're amazing, and if they can't see that, well, that's their problem. Exactly. I'll keep that in mind. I looked down at the table. Did we just eat that whole cake?
Huh.
Yes, we did just eat that whole cake. Well, good talk. Amanda gets up to go to her room. Before she closes the door, she turns around. Hey, Pops? Yes? Thank you. You're always welcome. Love you, Amanda.
I love you too, Dad.
To hear her say that in my ear, it's so sweet. Oh, I love you so much, Amanda, my virtual daughter. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. You'll go to college and you'll make more friends and you'll find real people that really want to connect with you and be a part of your life. I promise. You'll find those people. So just keep trying. Don't give up. And don't surround yourself with people that aren't going to treat you right.
Welcome. You've got dads.
Oh my gosh. Oh, hey. What's up, Craig? Hello, Amanda's dad. It's me, your friend Craig, who loves sports. I have nice and smart children who are good at computers. Yeah? Aw, man, great to hear from you, buddy. What's up? I'm still snoring. Strong. I am strong. Ha, don't I know it. Say, I've been reading up about whey protein. You use that at all? I figure it'd help me develop a bit more muscle. Yes, I know what that is. My children are having a tea party and they wanted to invite Amanda, but we can't find her on here. You're also invited. Physical invitation to follow. Cool, I'd love to come. I'll let Amanda know. Thank you, Amanda's dad. Attend that party. Heck yeah. You get to see Craig. It's been a while. Managing debt is just part of being an adult. Don't I know it? Coffee time. You know dads love coffee. Gonna brew myself something black as midnight on a moonless night. I put on a fresh pot and work on a few word jumbles while I wait for it to brew. Hey, this one spells sorrow. Dad, ready for today? I'm ready for every day, sweetie. Gonna tackle it head on. No, are you ready for the thing that we're gonna do today? The thing that you promised you'd do? Honey, I already told you that I'm not gonna throw away my Tom Clancy novels. They're just stacked in the living room. I keep bumping into them and knocking them over, and you don't even read them. Wait, no, that's not what I'm here about. The tea party, Dad. Nope, I don't remember that. Craig's kids, that hand-drawn invitation. Amanda walks over to the refrigerator and comes back with a hand-drawn invitation on a sheet of computer paper, inviting Amanda and Amanda's dad to a tea party. They spelled cordially wrong. Just put on some going outside pants and let's get going. I can go outside in sweatpants. Nothing's stopping me. Dad, I'll see you in a minute. Put on going outside pants. We'll put on going outside pants. Hello, thank you for coming to our tea party. I do my best bow and present my daughter, who thanks them with a curtsy. This way, please. Briar and Hazel lead us to a small table with tiny chairs. Some are occupied by stuffed animals, and Matt and his daughter Carmencita are here too. Hey, it's been a while, guys. We haven't seen you in a bit. What's up, Carmencita? What's up, Matt? Matt raises a comically small plastic teacup at me. Hey, dude. How's the tea?
Hey.
The imaginary tea is absolutely wonderful. I taste a hint of lemongrass. Hello, Carmencita. Hello, Mr. Amanda's dad. Please have a seat. I sit down between Amanda and Matt. I don't think I'm going to be able to get out of this chair.
Hey.
Hi, everyone. I turn to see Daisy and Brian enter into the backyard and take a seat next to us. Sorry we're late. Daisy made me put on my going outside pants. Ah, me too. See, Amanda? See, Amanda? Amanda gives me a knowing look, and I return an obliging wink. She rolls her eyes. Is that really something your daughter had to pressure you into, Brian? I give Amanda another, even more exaggerated wink. She rolls her eyes even harder. Thank you all for taking time out of your busy schedules for some high tea. Actually, it's a common misconception that high tea was appreciated by nobles. Dad, shut up! Now, if you all put on your designated tiaras, your little tiara is sitting on everyone's plates, well, except for Brian's. His is a softball helmet. Oh, we ran out of tiaras. I don't think this is gonna fit me, but I appreciate the thought. Dad, you're royalty. Please act like it.
Whoa.
Brian tries to balance the ill-fitting softball helmet on top of his head, but it immediately tumbles off and into the bushes. I'll get that later. Hey, everybody. Craig comes out with a teapot and a tray of sandwich cookies. Dad, is the tea ready? Yeah, it's been, steeping for a while now. Awesome.
Oh.
Would you girls like to serve your guests tea? No, thank you. We'd much appreciate our servants' help. Craig leans over to me.
Nice.
That's me. That's what I thought. Craig places teacups in front of all of us and a single sandwich cookie onto each of our plates. He pours some tea into my cup. Awfully fluorescent for tea. I clink my cup with the teacup with Matt's and take a sip.
Hey, yeah.
Good lemonade. It's tea.
Hey.
Right, very good tea. I lean over to Amanda, who's happily enjoying her tea. So, what do we do at tea parties? We enjoy the splendors of upper-class society, Father. She takes a dainty bite of her sandwich cookie. Marvelous. So, the meeting of princesses has been called to order. Hear, hear. But I'm a warrior princess. I hunt nice stuff, and I have like a really cool sword. Yeah, Hazel, get it. Can I be a space princess? I'll allow it. And I'll be the rock star princess. Yeah, get it, Daisy. I'm also a space princess. Can there be more than one? Space is pretty big, don't you think? I changed my mind. I want to be a space princess too. Dad, what are you? Do I get to be a princess? Duh. Well, I guess that makes me... Ooh. History Channel princess. I am ruler of all I survey, and what I survey is a 10-hour marathon of cupcake storage wars. I don't think I've seen that one. A squad of professional bakers bid on empty storage units and then have to bake 1,000 cupcakes using only the ingredients in the storage unit. It sounds terrible. Oh, it is. I think I'll be a landscaper and general contracting princess. Barista princess, reporting for duty. Hey everybody, CrossFit princess here. Not now, servant. If it weren't for the princess uprising, it would be you serving me. We sipped tea for a little longer, and then the girls went off to fight dinosaurs as space rock star warrior princesses, I think. They grew up so fast. It was like yesterday that I was helping Amanda throw her own tea parties.
Nice.
Did she make you a servant too? You betcha. Carmencita made me actually brew tea for hers. Pitfall's owning a coffee shop.
Oh.
Pitfall, your custom blends are amazing. That hibiscus one you gave me a while back was choice. Aw, thanks. It's really nice the girls are getting along. Yeah, I'm really glad we moved into this community. We are too. Amanda's been kind of a role model to them, you know? I didn't even realize, and I don't even know if Amanda does either, but I guess they're right. All the girls in the neighborhood look up to her. She seems to go out of her way to play with them. That's very true. I have noticed that. She does go out of her way to play with them, even though they're significantly younger than her. I'm so proud of her. You better not proud Dad cry at this tea party, Evelyn. I brought extra word jumbles if someone wants to kill some time while the girls play. Day rolls on and the girls all get tuckered out. Amanda spends the whole day playing with them and taking their pictures, promising that she'll send them the best ones later. We all clean up and help put away the tea sets and tables, then head out as Daisy and Carmencita fall asleep on their dad's shoulders. Aww. Precious. Take care, guys. Thanks for coming. Bye, History Channel Princess. Don't you know it? You want dinner? Nah, I filled up on cookies. Me too. I'm tired. Dude, same. Playing with a bunch of little kids who all simultaneously want your attention and approval is surprisingly exhausting. But in a good way? I'm also but also in kind of a scary way? How so? I feel like I gotta be on my best behavior for them. I don't want to let them down. Is this because you still feel bad about dropping the F-bomb in front of your cousin that one time?
What?
I corrupted her, Dad. She secondhand smokes now. Well, those kids really look up to you. I'm glad they have you as a role model. Shucks, Pops. I ruffle Amanda's hair. Aw, so sweet. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she F-bombed her cousin.
You've got dads.
That's hilarious. Okay. We have time for like one more dad. So who do we want to do? We could finish up Joseph, but I don't know what that will do with the rest of the game. I don't know if we'll continue to get to date more dads. I kind of want to date Damien again. We'll date Damien again. We'll send him another message. That should be fun. Stand up for yourself. Don't let anyone disrespect you. Dad tips. I need some water. Hold on. Alright. I had a lot of fun hanging out with Damien the other day. I wonder what he's up to. I open up Dad book and start writing him a message when Amanda walks in the door. Dad, you got a letter. Oh, is it from Grandma? No, it's from Damien. Whoa, can I see it? Amanda hands me a piece of old parchment folded into an envelope and sealed with purple wax. Damn, this dude goes all out. I pry off the seal and unfold the letter. In the most beautiful calligraphy, the letter reads... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So much words. So many words. I know, like it. It's a whole letter. Okay, let's start with it. Dearest Evelyn, I hope you'll find my continued correspondence endearing rather than trying. One can only hope that my use of the slower, more traditional form of communication will showcase my sincere and earnest sentiment that I greatly enjoyed our time together. I write this hastily under the warm embrace of excitement, fearful that I may misstep and speak towards something unwelcome. For now, I hope that you might forgive my boldness. I will say simply that your company has greatly occupied my thoughts. While the afternoon may have been derailed by forces unseen, your companionship helped a great deal. Not only in the discipline of my child, but in the morale of my spirit, and for that I thank you. That said, Evelyn, if you'll allow me, it would mean the world to me if I could enjoy more of your time. Perhaps a trip to the cinema, followed by a moonlit stroll, would be to your taste. I eagerly await your response. With great respect, Deep Blood March. Amanda and I both look up from the letter. Wow. He's good. So you gonna catch a movie with him? Yeah, I better message him on Dadbook and let him know. Amanda slaps my laptop shut. You have to write him back. A real letter. But my handwriting looks like two toddlers fighting over a crayon.
Yeah.
Dad, you have to. He wrote you a letter. That's so cool. Will you help me? I need to class this up. Father, I was made for this. Here's what you do. Find tickets to a show that you two will like, then enclose them in the letter. Oh, that's classy. Amanda and I hop onto my laptop and peruse show times. He doesn't seem like a romantic comedy kind of guy. Oh, here's one. Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. I don't know, that sounds kind of stupid. Actually, it's a critically acclaimed exploration into the ennui of existence. It really turns the vampire trope on its head. Really? Nah, there's lots of blood and vampire titties. Well, let's roll the dice. I purchase the tickets and print them out, then sit down at the table with Amanda to try drafting a nice letter. I start with writing. Damien. I do hope this letter finds you in good health. Good one. What's next? I must confess of my amateur control of the written word. Geez, Dad, have some faith in yourself. Okay, we're trucking along. Let him know how you're feeling. You find me in good spirits, for I felt very much the same after our last encounter. Nice. Asking to hang out already. True art takes time, Amanda. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored with the situation at hand. Like Burley's landscape with the fall of a grass, I find myself lost in your details. Let me get at that. Oh my god. This one. While a strange turn of events, I found myself enamored of the situation at hand. Bring it home, Pops. I'd very much enjoy your company accompanying me to the cinema. You seem to hear at the end. I'm sure he'll appreciate your thoroughness. Closed, you'll find 2 tickets to Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies, which I'm sure you'll find both titillating and enjoyable. Best wishes. And then I sign my name, my full name, fancier that way. Evelyn Rocket. Is this okay? Amanda reads over my sloppy handwriting. That's cute. You spelled his name wrong. Oh, we did? I didn't even notice. What? Nah, just trying to keep on your toes. Oh my gosh, Amanda, don't do that to me. I was scared. Now all you have to do is seal it and put it in his mailbox. Can I seal it with tape? That's not authentic enough. I have an idea. I'll be right back. Amanda leaves the room and returns with a candle, a lighter, and a small piece of wood. You gotta have a wax seal. She lights the candle, which starts to burn down and form a pool of melted wax. What's that other thing? Amanda pours some of the wax onto the folded letter and expertly presses the small piece of wood into it. She lets it dry for a second and then pulls the wood away, revealing, here it is, your sigil. A little kitten with a bow on its head. Awesome. Scrapbooking stuff always comes in a clutch. Well, I guess all there is to do is to deliver it to his doorstep now, huh? Oh, I thought we were getting a carrier pigeon to do it. I already called my guy. I have a pigeon guy. Mark says good pigeons. I don't know if I approve of your pigeon guy. Don't get your pigeons from Anthony. They're no good. I don't want to know if any of this is true. That's great. That's fantastic. I head outside and walk over to Damien's house. I slip the letter into the slot in his door and go back home. Mission accomplished. Now we play the waiting game. The night finally rolls around when I'm supposed to meet with Damien. The next day, he had left another beautifully crafted letter thanking me for mine and agreeing to the evening. Amanda helped me pick out a nice outfit, and I show up to the theater a little bit early. It's a chilly night, and the theater is kind of crowded, but it's still nice. How do you do? I jump at the sound of his voice and turn around to see Damien right behind me. Ooh, you almost gave me a heart attack. How long were you there for? I don't know. I just walked up. My apologies for frightening you. Was that thunder? Is it gonna rain soon? I didn't hear anything. I heard it. What?
Huh. Oh my.
What? Regardless, the hour grows close. Shall we take our seats in the cinema? I must thank you again for purchasing our tickets. Please allow me to repay the deed in Sour Patch Kids, or perhaps Milk Duds. Let's do it. We get in line to buy snacks. As we're waiting, I hear a familiar voice behind us. Ugh, my dad's here. Is it Lucien? I turn around and find Lucien standing a few feet behind us with a gaggle of other goth kids. Yeah, Lucien, get it. He's like one of my favorite characters next to Amanda. He's so funny. I can't believe he tried to with Ernest. Lucien, how nice to see you. I didn't know you were coming to the theater. I'm glad to see you spending some quality time with your friends. Whatever, Dad. And what movie will you be attending tonight? My friends are making me see some kids movie about talking animals. I don't really care about it.
Oh.
Well, I do hope you enjoy your evening. We'll be watching Vampire Crusade 2. Evil Never Dies. You? Watching that? Yeah, I thought Damien would enjoy it. Ha! Good luck with that, Dad. Lucien rejoins his friends and I look over to Damien. Good luck with what? It's nothing. My son loves to tease. We wait in line for a little longer and Damien buys the snacks. He seems a little nervous. I wonder what's wrong. Damien and I take our seats and settle in for previews. Glancing at him, I can see that he's sweating profusely and gripping his armrest. Vampires, huh?
Oh my.
Ah, yes, the winged creatures of the mist. I fear them not, for I know the night as well as the, I'm so, excited for this film. I'm a devout patron of the arts, especially the scary arts. The scarier the art, the better. You have a favorite horror movie? Of course I have a favorite horror movie. Mine is Halloween Town. Terrifying. Halloween Town? As a horror movie? Oh my god. Oh, interesting. That's odd. I don't seem to remember Halloween Town being that scary. I would have expected him to bring up some sort of strange foreign horror film that I've never heard of. Damien's knuckles are turning white. It looks like he's about to rip the armrest off. Wait a second. Damien, are you afraid of horror movies? You must be joking. I love horror movies. The lights dim for the film. Damien screams. I apologize. I was thinking about something far scarier than this movie, which is not scary at all. Oh my gosh. We settle in as the film starts. I offer Damien some licorice and he takes one. I take note of how much his hands are shaking. The title flashes across the screen in bloody letters. Vampire Crusade 2, Evil Never Dies. A pale man with long silver hair, glittering red eyes, and well-oiled abs sits upon a coffin. Awaken, my coven. Romulus, bad blood. Ooh. Awaken, my coven. 2 more vampires slide the tops of their stone coffins onto the floor. Brother, is it time? Demetrius Morvant. These names are amazing. Carmela von Ruden. Yes, husband, but also mortal enemy. It is time. Wait, he's her husband, but he's also her mortal enemy? The 3 look at each other and then to the camera. For the Vampire Crusade. This rules. The trio of vampire fly off into the night as foreboding organ music plays in the distance. I somehow get lost in the movie. As dumb as it sounded, it's actually a pretty fun flick. We get to a tense moment of the movie where Romulus Trueblood sits at a truce meeting with the general of the human army, whose wife Romulus has fallen in love with. Oh my god. Romulus, it is good to finally meet you. General, I agree. It's good to finally blood you. Romulus leaps out and slashes the general's throat. Blood splatters over everything, including the camera. Damien screams again, reflexively grasping my hand. Aww. I immediately blush, forgetting about any vampires or blood or vampiric blood. Oh, I'm terribly sorry. Damien retracts his hand and places it back in his lap. I was writing a novel in my head about blood magic, and I got to an extremely scary section. Damien goes back to quietly stressing out over the movie. It's kind of cute that he won't admit that he's afraid of it. That's cute. I wish he'd hold my hand again. Aww. Aww. That's adorable. Aww. Maybe I could do something to try to make him feel more comfortable. I've got it. I'll do what all dads do best. Talk during the movie. Tell a dad joke. Where does a dog go when it loses its tail?
Oh my.
Where? To the retail store. I yelled that last bit a little too loud for a crowded movie theater, but I can see a smile form on Damien's face. Good one, Evelyn. The rest of the movie goes by relatively smoothly, with only a few whimpers from Damien. Maybe he would have liked the romantic comedy better. We get to the final scene of the movie, where Romulus Bad Blood and the General's wife embrace each other in his crypt. It appears that the true vampiric crusade was the vampiric crusade in our hearts, our cold, unbeating hearts. Romulus and the General's wife begin making out, hard.
Oh my.
The film fades to black and the end appears on the screen, but then it hard cuts to Demetrius and his rival lover Carmela, who watch the two from afar. Oh no, twist ending. Our bloodline has been pure for 1,000 years. Romulus has betrayed us by loving a human woman. It will only be a short time before the next Vampire Crusade 3, evil must die again. More thunder, more ominous organs. The movie fades out again, and a bloody question mark now accompanies the end. Damien and I walk out of the movie theater amidst the throngs of chattering moviegoers. He's still a little more pale than I remember, but otherwise he survived the encounter. He seems even kind of invigorated. What a interesting film. While the premise admittedly struck me as pedestrian, I was intrigued by its harrowing love story and great attention to detail in regards to vampiric lore. Yeah, it was pretty good. A lot more vampire titties than I thought there would be. Come, the night is young. Let us take a stroll. Damien is making a point of not telling me where he's taking me. Still, I'm enjoying the walk and the cool night air. Being alone here with Damien is a lot better than being in a crowded theater. Lovely night, isn't it? As lovely as the company, yes. Ooh, that was kinda smooth. He thinks I'm lovely. Damn, okay, here comes a smooth response. Thanks.
Oh.
No problem. Crushed it. We both stand there feeling a little awkward. I'm sure I'm one smooth operator. Are you getting a little hungry? Maybe we could stop off and grab something to eat. Worry not, friend. I have a plan. We turn the corner and are greeted by the gates of a cemetery. What? Are we going in there? A little bit of Victorian flavor, Evelyn. Trust me. I'm a bit nervous, but Damien hasn't led me wrong yet. I follow his lead as we walk into the cemetery. Statues of angels stare down at us as we follow a path through the faded tombstones. As we crest a small hill, we get a beautiful view of the city. The night lights sparkle around us. I gotta hand it to him. For being in a cemetery, this is strangely romantic. Picnicking in graveyards is an old Victorian tradition, an appropriate finish to an evening after a vampire movie, wouldn't you say? With a flourish, Damien produces a blanket and a picnic basket. Where the fuck were you hiding those? Yeah, where were you hiding that? Under my cloak? Whatever. Right. Damien unfolds the blanket and we both sit down, gazing out at the city lights. He produces a bottle of red wine and a fine selection of cheeses. Ooh. In the Victorian era, there were no public art galleries, parks, or botanical gardens to speak of. Once rural graveyards became a more popular alternative to church burials, they became the only place that people could see beautiful plant life and fine sculptures. Interesting. That makes sense. This is pretty nice. I have a question though. How are you so okay with being in a graveyard, but you had trouble handling a scary movie?
Oh my.
I wasn't... He sighs deeply. Okay, yes, I was extremely scared by that movie. I was not writing a book about blood magic in my head. I just have never been good at those. I just feel as if because of how I look and act, people expect me to love horror films. So I must play the part. Truth to be told, I don't even know if I have the constitution for them at times. Damien, I'm so sorry. If I had known, I would have suggested another movie. It's quite alright. I actually did find myself enjoying this one, thanks to your help. Graveyards, however, I think there's something rather beautiful about death. Cemeteries are traditionally built away from cities, away from the realm of the living, and it keeps us rather separated from it. To acknowledge death and become comfortable with it, I think, gives us a certain intimate knowledge of ourselves. To sit amongst generations of those who came before us, to be truly alive in the midst of so much death, brings me great comfort. Death helps me appreciate life, to savor every second. We sit and enjoy our food and wine. I don't feel scared anymore. Never thought I'd be comfortable sitting alone in a graveyard at night, but I actually feel very peaceful. Interesting. I think this is a sweet place for him to have a date. It's very on brand for Damien. It's a really cute date idea.
Huh.
Suddenly, it's not for everybody though. It's not a date idea for everybody. It's for select people, I think. But it's still a good date idea nonetheless. Picnics are not, like, I think picnics are really sweet. What is happening? Suddenly, it doesn't seem like we're alone. Off in the distance, I see a shadowy figure in the trees. Is it Chris and Christy again? I swear to God. What is that?
Ah!
I'm not sure. It noticed us. I'm paralyzed with fear as it begins lumbering slowly towards us, its shape taking a more animal form, more feral. I look to Damien for help, but he's just as afraid and transfixed as I am. I want to scream, but it's stuck in my throat. The creature's getting closer, moving faster.
Ah!
Woof! Oh,
Oh.
it's a dog. As it finally comes into the light, the friendliest, dumbest little Boston Terrier I've ever seen pulls its owner towards us.
Ah.
The dog trots over to Damien and sniffs at his hands. Damien looks ecstatic. He ruffles the dog's fur happily.
Oh.
What a beautiful dog. Hey. We both look up, not expecting to see Robert. Oh, hey. Thanks.
Oh.
Robert, what are you doing out here on this lovely evening? Hunting cryptids. What?
Huh.
What? I didn't know you had a dog. This isn't my dog. I found her wandering on the street. I put a leash on her, and now we're walking around this graveyard together. Hunting cryptids.
Oh.
Damien and I share a look. May I give her a treat? Sure. Wouldn't give her a cheese, though.
Oh.
Not to worry. Damien reaches into the depths of his cloak and procures a small dog treat. What else is he keeping in there? What the fuck? Is your cape just magical? Is your cloak just magical and you can just procure anything out of it? What the hell? The dog laps up the treat and crunches away, tail wagging furiously. Damien continues to smooth down her fur. Thanks. My absolute pleasure. Damien shakes the dog's paw. Lovely to meet you, my friend. May our paths cross again. Robert and his dog disappear into the darkness again. Damien stares after them. I didn't know you liked dogs.
Oh.
Victorians love dogs, actually. Most Victorian women of high fashion would always be accompanied by a small dog, such as a terrier or a Maltese. I think big dogs are nice, too. Yeah, man, dogs are cool. I do believe we've had enough excitement for one night. What say we make our way home? Damien hops to his feet and extends a hand to help me up. I gladly take it as my knees aren't what they used to be. He packs up his picnic basket and leads us out of the graveyard. As we begin to walk home, I take one last look at the cemetery. It really is beautiful. Like a proper gentleman, Damien walks me to my doorstep. Thank you ever so kindly for your company tonight. Damien, it was my pleasure. Evelyn, if you'll allow me, it would bring me great joy to offer you a token of my affection. You can kiss me? Kiss me? And you can kiss me? Damien reaches into his cloak and pulls out a folded, monogrammed handkerchief. He presses it into my hand. Wow, thank you, Damien. We wave this at passing ships. I'll use this to dry my tears for those I've lost. A noble purpose. Damien shuffles his feet. I just want to say that it's rare to find someone like you, someone who's so open to my eccentricities. It's nice to feel so accepted. Thank you. Of course! Oh my gosh! I love Damien now. He's like my number one. Sorry, Joseph. We're gonna have to finish up with Damien. Damien gives my hand a quick squeeze. Damien blushes and hastily retracts his hand. I must take my leave. Good night. Before I can say anything else, he's gone. Huh. I unlock the door and step inside.
Hey.
Like a whirlwind, Amanda runs to the window and plops down on the couch, trying to look nonchalant. Hey, Dad, what's up? Were you watching me from the window? No, I was just, Okay, yes. How was the movie? Lots of vampire titties. Told you. But as it turns out, Damien is scared. Wait, Amanda doesn't need to know that. I'll keep it between me and Damien. Scary cool. Yep, he is so cool it's scary. Nice save, Evelyn. Did you know the graveyards used to be a place to throw parties?
Huh.
I think I'm misremembering that. Wow, that's pretty punk. Also, we saw a dog. Definitely thought it was a werewolf for a minute, though. How can you be so sure it wasn't a werewolf? How can you be so sure I'm not a werewolf? And how can I be so sure that you're not a werewolf? Amanda's eyes narrow. I don't trust you. Nor I you. We make intense, wary eye contact for a second. Anyway, I'm calling it for the night. Don't stay up too late, will ya? I'll try not to howl at the moon past midnight. Aw, that was sweet. I love our interactions with Amanda. I think they're great. She's so supportive of us. We get a lot of dad points. What level did we get? S!
Are you familiar with the works of Corey Feldman?
No.
He simply slayed in The Lost Boys.
I don't know what that means. Sounds interesting though. Interview the
Welcome.
vampire, 2 of 3.
You've got dads.
We've got dads. Another message from Craig. We will check that message from Craig next time we play. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying Dream Daddy. And yeah, I love dating all these dads and getting to know them a little bit more. Damien's super fun to be around. Joseph is like, there's this wistful energy about Joseph that he's like longing for something more, and I'm interested in figuring out what that is, but not at the risk of knocking Damien out of the race. So we'll do probably this Craig message and then Damien next time, and then maybe we'll keep playing and have a look at some of the other characters. I'd like to get to know Brian and Robert a little bit more. I'm not super interested in Craig and Matt, or Hugo for that matter. Kind of winds me up with all the white boys though. That's my fault. Anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you will join me on Tuesday. We'll be finishing Hi-Fi Rush. Join me Thursday for, what do we do? Oh, Bear and Breakfast. That's what we've been doing. We did some of that yesterday. That was really fun. We opened up a motel. We've got lots of villagers that are, not villagers, we have a lot of campers coming in to rent these rooms. So we're getting a bit of money. And we figured out how to sleep through the night. So that's always fun. And of course, join us on Friday, next week Friday, for more Dream Daddy. We'll be playing more of this. We'll be getting into more of the dads and seeing what they have to offer. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. So I will see you all later. Thanks so much. Bye, guys.